Absolutely, fundamentally, top to bottom wrong to go after Casey DeSantis. Again, like Tim Scott, I served in Congress with Ron DeSantis. I sat on Judiciary and Oversight for years with him. I know her. She's a cancer survivor, beautiful woman, mother of 2. She is nothing but an asset. And shame on the media for coming after the family so quickly. That is the disgusting underbelly. Do they ever do this to the Democrats? Oh, no,
yes,
no.
Yes, they did.
They do not.
Michelle Obama, I'm sorry, have we all did we sleep through the 8 years of Obama where conservative media said the most awful, racist, sexist things about Michelle Obama? I don't think any of this should be said.
They very much did do that and continue to do that till today. And that's just the ground floor. Now, Jason Chaffetz there basically is responding to this new Politico article. You can see a shot of it here. Casey DeSantis, wife of Ron DeSantis, greatest asset, greatest liability. And he's making the point, let's not go after the spouses. Now, this is a mixed piece. It is, after all, saying that she's the greatest asset too. But you could have the general principle that let's leave spouses and family members out of politics when we talk about the president. I am very glad, though, that there was the response, a surprising response, considering it was on Fox News, that has very much not been the right's position on this. Does the name Hunter Biden ring a bell? What about Jill Biden? How dare she use the title doctor? Some of these, Michelle Obama, we're gonna get into Giselle Fetterman. These people have struggled. Many of these people have kids as well. These are the qualifications listed by Jason Chaffetz to protect you from criticism. But it seems like they're only qualifications that protect you from criticism when you're a right winger. When you're seen as a Democrat, a centrist, a liberal, or whatever, suddenly you're fair game. And that's, I'm glad that there was that balance put into that conversation there. But Sabrina, I know we were talking before the show. Neither you or I really know much, if anything, about Casey DeSantis, and I'm not yet convinced that I need to know anything. I'm perfectly happy to leave the spouses out. I just think they should do that if that's what they want to be done. What do you think?
No, I totally agree. And I'm happy that that woman brought up how Michelle Obama used to be treated, because that was absolutely heinous. But regarding like Casey DeSantis, I think I see a quote here where somebody said, the sad part is, I think she's very smart. Why is that a sad part?
Like, oh, no. So I think what they were saying, there's Dan Eberhardt, DeSantis donor, says, she has a lot of positive influences on Ron DeSantis. She has a lot of negative influences on Ron DeSantis. And what's sad about it is that she is very smart, she is very talented, and yet she leads him down some paths that are damaging to him or whatever. I don't think they're saying objectively it's bad that she's smart. It's that her being smart apparently doesn't cancel out some of the negative influence she has on him as a candidate.
That's worse. Okay, see, now I am learning about her, and that is worse.
Anyway, look, we can put up, let's put up this first graphic. Staffers are frustrated that she talks him out of decisions. She's his wife, like they're gonna talk about politics and maybe he's gonna change his mind. That doesn't seem specific to Ron DeSantis necessarily. Honestly, the fact that he can have his mind changed by anything, I find to be a good thing, but goes on to say in the full article that she balances out some of his issues as a candidate. So he's seen as someone who doesn't have charisma, isn't likable, can't do the retail politics thing, whereas she's more personable. So that helps to add a little bit of warmth to them as a couple. Says, but she also appears to encourage him to pursue some of the culture war stuff that he does that is seen as damaging his presidential bid. So some of her political instincts might not be great. Again, at the end of the day, I haven't yet seen anything that I think matters. Like, they are a couple. The fact that they're married and have remained married as he has done all that he's done politically, theoretically tells you everything you know about both of them as a couple. They're both fine with who he is as a person. If you want to judge them based on that, then I think you're free to. I just don't know. I haven't seen anything out of her yet that tells me that she needs to be a major part of the story yet. So I'm willing to side with what Jason Chaffetz pretends is his principle in this case and keep it focused on the candidate rather than the spouse. What do you think?
Wait. So I saw that, like, didn't Ron DeSantis get married at Disney? Wasn't he like a Disney adult? So that's the woman he married at Disney.
I believe so, yes.
And is seemingly in his ear regarding all. Oh my goodness.
As a Disney adult yourself, does that make you like them better, that they're so committed to the mouse and his house?
Well, I mean, I don't know how committed they are, but neither am I. I'm not a Disney adult. I'm just an adult that happened to work there for over 4 years. But it is fun. I enjoy it.
I think the Stitch doth protest too much. But anyway, so anyway, and we'll remind you too, they loved attacking Michelle Obama. They loved, well, why don't we go to a little bit of the Michelle Obama, just in case you've forgotten.
Michelle, Merchant of Death Obama.
The bitter half of the Obama administration.
Maybe we should call her Lady Michelle Obama. It's like we have a king and queen.
Michelle Obama is so like the Duchess when she speaks
kind of
about.
Annoying,
she is. Because by the way,
they're not just. How well could she be eating? She needs to drop a few.
The weight stuff and the arm stuff and the accusations that she's secretly trans, and look, this isn't necessarily as vicious as some of the attacks they lodge against women. They did, after all, say that Hillary Clinton would sexually molest children and then eat the skin of their faces. But so you got to put it on the spectrum there. But they definitely have not been leaving the spouses out.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.